class. Today we're talking about our first principle of economics, which is trade-offs, because you can read. Anyways, one trade-off that I always faced in high school was if I had a day off, would I go to the beach or would I go to Disneyland? Now this chick always picked the beach. But one thing that society always has to balance is efficiency and equality. The best way to remember this principle is efficiency is always about how big the pie is, so how you use resources to their fullest extent, and equality is how you divide that pie up between members of society. Principle number 2 of economics is this. Now this means we can do a cost-benefit analysis. Today I had to choose between Wendy's and McDonald's. So clearly I picked Wendy's because while the costs are similar, the benefits of Wendy's definitely outweigh McDonald's. So this requires opportunity cost. Because I picked Wendy's, the opportunity cost is that I didn't get a McDonald's Happy Meal. However, Wendy's is my girl.
Hi there. Welcome to this couch. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the third basic principle of economics: rational people think at the margin. Now, what does it mean to think at the margin? Basically, it means you think about your next step forward. Marginal means additional. For example, on a hot day like today, the first glass of lemonade quenches your thirst. It's great, but the second glass, not so much. The marginal benefit of that first glass is greater than the marginal benefit of the second glass and any glass that comes after that. Now, a rational person would weigh the marginal benefit against the marginal cost and only make the decision if the benefit outweighs the cost.
This is what a class looks like when there's no points for coming to class. This is what it looks like when there's 1 point for coming to class. Now there's 2 points. And now 3.
Oh, hey, I like your
Hey.
hat.
Yeah, well, I like your jacket.
Want a treat?
Yeah.
Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh.
Markets are usually a good way to organize economic activity because the invisible hand of the market will adjust the price to equilibrium so that the households and firms get their best price. The invisible hand is self-interest.
Governments can sometimes improve market outcomes. This is principle number 7. First of all, governments control or keep a record of property rights, kind of like a referee keeping track of the score at a basketball game. The government keeps track of who has what properties. Governments also help prevent market failures, which basically means when goods and services in a free market aren't allocated efficiently. Externalities is one market failure that a government helps prevent. This basically means when the actions of an individual affect the well-being of a bystander, kind of like a company dumping out toxic waste in a river, affecting farmers in the town. In a game, for example, a referee will stop a player from hurting a fan. And then another market failure is market power, and this is when one single firm influences the pricing of a good or service, kind of like a company that controls water in a city will raise prices for people, and some people won't be able to afford the water. A referee in a basketball game will stop teams from having too many players play against another team and make sure that everyone is following the rules. So, yep.
So it looks like we got the test results for the computer science midterm.
Oh, sweet, man. I passed. I got an A.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's really good.
What'd you get?
Definitely. I failed the midterm.
Oh, shoot, man.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Hey. Did you study?
I know, honestly I didn't study. I thought I was gonna do really well, so. Did you study?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I studied like all week last week.
Really?
Preparing. Yeah.
That's crazy. Well,
Oh, wait.
congrats.
Hang on, what's this?
Oh, you're good.
Hello? Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Definitely. Cool. Yeah, thanks. Bye. Wow, dude, I just got an offer with Goldman Sachs.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow. Congrats. I can't even get a job at Maverick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, what do you guys study?
So this is a principle of how when a country has high productivity and is able to produce goods and services, the overall quality of life improves for that country. Principle 8.
How much for that notebook?
Only $2.
Maybe I'll come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Next day. How much for that notebook?
Today it's $5.
What the heck? Maybe, I don't know. Next day. How much for the notebook?
That'll be $45.
What the heck? The US economy has inflated so much.
Principle number 10 tells us that society faces a short-run trade-off between inflation and unemployment. When the government sends more money into the economy, there's a higher inflation rate. This causes more spending, and then this increases demand for goods and services. When there's an increased demand in goods and services, firms raise their prices and they're going to hire more workers. When more workers are hired, then there's going to be less unemployment. Thus, in the short run, society faces a short trade-off between inflation and unemployment.